am just going through here and doing some last minute housekeeping. Just give me one quick moment here. Okay, this is not everything I want. Very odd. Okay, looks like I am finally live here. All right, so it looks like I'm finally live here, and want to appreciate you guys waiting for me. So I just wanted to start off today by wishing all of you a happy and healthy week. I know there's a lot of concern out there, a lot of nervousness out there, and we're all there with you. You know, granted, I work out of my house most of the time, but I have changed my commitment a little bit. I'm no longer doing face-to-face meetings. I'm doing them via Zoom or on the phone, which has added a whole new dimension to my position. So, you know, we're all feeling the hit. It's a new world for all of us, but the sooner we all cooperate, the sooner this will be over and life will start to get back to normal. So I want to thank you guys for joining me, and just want to go over some of the different auxiliary products. I can never say that word, ancillary products that I offer. Now, for one, I'm going to start off with the dental and with the vision. Okay, so I'm actually going to give a quick little tour of my website for these two products. So hold on just one moment. Okay, so now you see Google. So my website is 80kinsure.com. Just type that in and you will show up. So let's see. I'm gonna have to make this bigger for a moment, and hopefully you guys can see it all. So to start, I wanted to show right down here. I have a little chat function that I've added to my website. If you're on and you have a question, just type it, and it comes straight to my phone. So, let's see if you guys can see this. So come straight to my phone. Nope. Let's see here. Sorry, first I've shared my screen in this. So I'll just close that down for a quick second, and you can see The chat function goes straight to my phone, and I will be more than happy to reply to any questions you guys have pretty much as soon as I get it, since it's on my phone. Let me go back to sharing my screen here. Okay, so you should see my screen now. Obviously, it's cut down a little bit. Let me make it bigger. There we go. So you have your basic areas here. There's still some work going on to it. For instance, this should not be showing up. I didn't realize it was. But just a few different things you can scroll through, play with. A little information about me and my history. Let's see. Then coverage available. So right now, this is the current page. However, I'm updating it so you can come down and view the different coverages and different webinars that I've done. All these are the different insurance companies that I work with. They're not an all-inclusive list. They're just the current companies that I work with that I have a logo for. Then you can scroll through to see Medicare. I do work with Medicare, United, Empire, Aetna, Fidelis. And I'm having a mailing going out. Gonna look a little like this. So if you know someone that gets this in the mail, please have them fill it out and send it back. That allows me to talk with them about their current policies and allows me to do a review. Let's see here. But today we are on the ancillary products. Again, I say it wrong all the time, so bear with me. So if you just come to my page here, currently the video that is up is the discussion with Sandra about Meadowbrook, because that is a portion of the policies I'll be talking about, which is long-term care. But first, I'm going to start off with dental. So you just click on that Prime Star. Did that before saying it. Let me back up here. Of course, Charter's slowing down tonight with everyone on. So you have Prime Star, VSP, Mutual of Omaha. So Prime Star is dental. It does say vision, but they don't offer it in this area. If they offer it in your area, that's great, and I would be happy to help you with them. But since they only offer dental in Northern New York, that's all I will be showing. So once you click on it, just enter your zip code, who's going to be covered, if it's the applicant plus one, family, or just the applicant alone. Insurance needs, you can select dental. And start date, we are looking at tomorrow, the 24th. So we click to see the different plans. So as you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3 different plans for this region. They all cover a little bit different, but fairly similar. So one question I get all the time is orthopedic work, so I will be checking that box if it will let me, but it won't. All right, so with the Advantage Plus Network 1000, that is $33.16 a month, and you get your design for those who will visit in-network providers, which we can obviously look up here. All right, no enrollment fees, orthodontic coverage included, and you get $1,000 calendar year maximum benefit combined for preventative, basic, and major services. You get 100% day one coverage for preventative services. For basic services, including fillings and extractions, 50% day one 80% after year 1 and 80% after year 2. Major services, crowns, bridges, dentures, that sort of thing. You get 0% day 1, and after 9 months, 50%, and after 2 years, 50%. And then orthodontics, straightening of teeth, 0% day 1, 50% after 1 year, and after 2 years. Then if we just scroll down a little bit, we'll see the next level. You get $2,000 maximum benefit. And then the third, back to 1,000. If we're looking at these, where is it? There we go. And then 2,000 down here as well. So as you can see, there's a number of different types of policies out there for dental. And I apologize, just like you guys, I'm tired too. I don't think anyone's sleeping too well right now. But that is dental in a nutshell. I know a lot of people have been looking around trying to figure out how to get their teeth cleaned, how to get their implants, get their corrective work done. So it's just ancillary, I cannot say that word, ancillary product that is available for you. Let's see here. Just go back to the beginning so I can view one more time. Okay, well, that's a good thing I remember where they are. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on, but the images are gone. So next I clicked on VSP. And VSP is a vision provider. Individual vision plans, I think it's vision specialty plans or something, service plans. Anyway, they're all individual plans. And what VSP is, it offers, here, be better if we look at it for the state of New York only. But again, if you're in any other state, I'm happy to get licensed, and I'll be happy to help. Okay, so we have the easy option plan here and the standard plan for the 150 standard plan. So for one person, you can pay monthly $24.48 or $12.54, or you can pay annually of $293 and $150. Both of these are very, very inexpensive amounts. Let's just see if I can do one of each. Nope, not going to let me. So let's go back here. Okay, so we do not have the base plan. We have the easy options and a standard. So what does that mean? So they both have $15 copay. They both have for eye exam. They both have a $25 copay for basic lenses or for lenses. Your basic lenses are fully covered. Then you choose. So this is where the real differences come into play, the only differences. And with the easy option, you get 150 towards frames plus no line both bifocals, 150 toward frames plus light to dark tinting, 230 towards frames, or $230 towards contacts and fitting. With the standard plan, you get the 150 towards frames and 150 towards contacts and fittings. Contact lens exam, you get a 15% savings over what you would normally pay. And the average savings on lenses and attachment enhancements is 20 to 25%. Now let's just try and get a little more detail here. Okay. So for the additional, as I said, you get the 150, the 170, 20%, single vision, bifocal, line trifocal. Lens enhancements include progressive, no line bifocals or trifocals, standard to custom, light to dark lens tinting, and you get an average of 20 to 25% savings. Your copay is between 0 and 175 for 70 and 82. And you can go the contact route, $150 allowance. Now, I know this is all boring for most of you, but for those of you that are looking for vision plans, dental plans, I wanted to make sure that you knew I did have those to offer because they are extremely important to have when you need it. I used VSP long before I was an insurance agent, and I did that as up until the time I had LASIK. Once I had LASIK, no longer needed it. However, it is great for those that do need. So there we go. Okay, so you guys should be back over to me now. And while that's not really a fun switch over, at least it's going to be an informative switch over. Sorry, I had to have a sip of water there. Okay, so now is my turn to stand up here. Well, I didn't even realize we had a visitor. It's our business cat. It's Gallifrey. For those of you that are Doctor Who fans, you'll get the reference. Just give me a second while I move this up. All right, really? There. Okay. All right. So for the rest of this, I'll be doing it standing up. I'm not going to be showing a screen anymore, so it'll be hopefully a little bit easier to watch. So here I'm talking about short-term disability, long-term disability, and long-term care. Also, watch me fall over boxes in here too. So short-term disability, you get up to $5,000 benefit. You get an elimination period and 7, 14, 30, 60, 90 days. So basically, if you're out of work for 7 days, you're not going to get the disability. But if you choose a 7-day elimination period on day 8, you're out, you'll be getting disability. And you can go up to 90 days for an elimination period. Nice thing about increasing your elimination period is your price drops, okay? So obviously the sooner you have access to the money, let's say you got that 5,000, the sooner you have access to that 5,000, the sooner you're going to need, more you're going to end up paying. can't talk tonight either. So benefit period. And again, this is going to be the inverse of the elimination period. So you have 3, 6, 12, and 24 months. So if you went for the full 5,000, 7-year elimination, and 24-month benefit period, which I wouldn't, it's not bad for disability, you would be paying quite a bit more. Now, reason I hesitate on that is because you really want to make sure you have long-term disability built in, okay? They're going to be 2 separate policies, but you want to make sure you have both short-term and then long-term. Because as you see, they only go up to 2 years, okay? No one wants to only worry about the next 2 years. If something was to happen and they could not work, many people are in that situation right now, where if they're injured, they can't work, they only get benefits for up to 24 months, okay? Or become otherwise disabled, unable to work. Long-term disability, now, the reason you want to have a nice mixture, you get up to $12,000 per month as a death benefit. Your elimination period is longer, so you have the 60, 90, 180, and an entire year. So what you might want to do is go with a 7-day, maybe 14, depending on what your savings are. And then go with a 60-day elimination period in order to start collecting long-term disability as quickly as possible. Okay? And obviously, with that, you would need it to be, at least the 3-month benefit. And then down here, you got to choose whether you want a 2-year benefit, a 5-year, 10-year, or if you want to go till age 67. So what this means, with a good combination of short and long, you'll be collecting $5,000 a month after 7 days for 3 months. By the time that's done, you're collecting $12,000 a month after that 60-day for life. Well, up until age 67. All right, so if you're younger, obviously it's going to pay quite a bit more. Now, prices do change based on the different outcomes, different scenarios that we select, which is why I didn't bother doing any estimates, just because they'd be all over the place. So, long-term care. This is kind of the opposite end, or the going way down towards the end of the line from being disabled to long-term care. So this is when you have to go to a nursing home, if you have to. I did have a nice little article pulled up, but it looks like it is closed. Let's see here. Okay, so let me just share that. Okay, so this is senior living. I'm actually going to go back because there's another one. Okay, longtermcare.acl.gov. Always love going to the .govs whenever I can for information. So, national average cost, $225 a day, $6,844 a month for a semi-private room in a nursing home. This says $253 a day or $7,698 a month for a private room. $3,628 per month for care in assisted living for a 1-bedroom unit. Having a home health aide can be $20.50 an hour, or up to, on average, $20 an hour for homemaker services, and $68 per day for services in an adult healthcare center. Now let's go to the news. Here we go. U.S. news and World Report. So as you can see, it shows the 8365 or more than 100,000 per year to stay in a private room. $100,000. That's more than I have to waste. That's for darn sure. Now, there's some really nice stats in here that I'm trying to see if I can find. Right at the top. Okay, so someone that turns 65 today will have a 70% chance, or almost 70% chance, of needing to stay in some type of long-term care. 20% of those people will need it for longer than 5 years. Longer than 5 years at $100,000 a year. Do you have $500,000 saved just for a room? Now, Medicare. Yes, some people think Medicare will pay, but it doesn't. Medicare provides coverage for rehab, but not long-term care. Medicaid, yeah, that's an option as well. So Medicaid, and a lot of people end up having to go on to Medicaid in order to get it. But in order to be eligible for Medicaid, the applicant must have no more than $2,000 in cash and cash equivalents. That's it. For married couples, the spouse staying at home may have assets worth an additional $132,900, which is good, but it still really hurts when the house is worth that, or maybe the house is worth a little more, or even right around there. Now they have $132,000 in assets, just with one asset. Then they look at their retirement. They look at furniture. They look at their car. So as you can see, it can add up very quickly. Now, the big thing that people will try to do is just make gifts to their children before going into a nursing home. That doesn't work. So the gifts to the children, what happens is they have a 5-year look back period. With that 5-year look back period, any gift that was given out as within that period is deemed to not have been given out when it comes to count for Medicaid. All right. So it's difficult. And the only real way to ensure you're able to go into these types of facilities, you're able to live in these types of facilities, and have a nice single room, other than paying for it out of pocket or getting rid of everything you own, is long-term care. So, long-term care insurance. You get a monthly benefit of $1,500 up to $10,000, depending on the policy. Now, $10,000, that'll get you $120,000 a year. That'll cover both current and hopefully future necessities. Again, Medicare does not make a payment. Medicaid, you have to have less than $2,000 in cash. If you have a spouse, it has to be less than $132,900, and there's a 5-year look-back period. Again, that 5-year look-back period can really catch people up, because they're trying hard to save the family home. They're trying hard to save the car for dad. They're trying hard to, pass on the family lot, maybe their camp. And because it's within that 5-year period, it's going to hurt them. Now, wrapping up, just a few more things to talk about here. So we have, let me just move this over a little more. Okay. We have various types of critical illness. So first, as you can see on my left shoulder here, is critical illness. Then there's cancer and heart attack or stroke, or heart attack and stroke. So what these do is they will give you a lump sum, large, between 10 and 100,000. So if you're diagnosed with a critical illness, you're diagnosed with cancer, heart attack, stroke, you're going to get between $10 and $100,000 payment to cover all your expenses. You have health insurance. That's wonderful. Health insurance, you've hit your out-of-pocket maximum. You don't have to worry about it. Great. But what these really fall in for, what they really help out with, is that you're now able to stop working during your recovery. You're able to focus on your treatment. Okay? You're able to look at it and go wherever you want, because you have a check for $100,000. You can go to any hospital you want that's within your network and get care. So you don't have to stay wherever you are at your hospital. You can shop around. Now, critical illness, that is a catch-all. I actually have to pull out my little cheat sheet here from Mutual of Omaha. So critical illness covers internal cancer, malignant melanoma, heart attack, stroke, Alzheimer's, major organ transplant, kidney failure, coronary artery disease. Okay, so for the first set, covers 100%. So you get a benefit for 100,000, you get a check for 100,000. For coronary artery disease, it only covers 25%. So you only get a check for 25,000. Okay. Now, the rest of these, I don't have to grab my cheat sheet because their name says what they cover. So cancer insurance, it covers just that. If you're diagnosed with cancer, you're going to have a lot of treatment options. You're going to have a lot of treatment going on. So there's a good chance for days on end, maybe you can't work. Maybe you can't work when you have chemo. Thankfully, I haven't been through it, so I don't know. But this will make it so any lost time at work, it does not affect your standard of living. Okay. And again, you can use this money to take a trip to a different hospital. If you, let's say you're in Plattsburgh, you're sent to Burlington, and they need to keep you for a day or a night. Or you have 2 appointments, one the next day at, 7 a.m. So you want to stay in an apartment or a hotel close by. This will help. Heart attack, stroke, that is an optional rider. So you can do the cancer and heart attack, stroke together. Heart attack and stroke insurance, again, just like it says, if you have a heart attack or stroke, then you get paid the benefit 10 to 100,000. Again, coronary artery disease is only at 25%. If you wanted, you can add a rider for cancer, making those two the same. So you can add heart attack to cancer or cancer to heart attack. Okay, so apologize for this slow start tonight. I was trying a few different things, but I did want to get all this information out to you guys. I know I talk a lot about life insurance and annuities, but there are other products I work with that are geared really to help you. Now, can I say definitely if you get the cancer insurance, you're going to get paid? No, but there's a good chance we're all going to get cancer at some point. And I hate saying that, but it's true. So that's one of the few, that and life insurance are one of the few guarantees that you're actually going to collect on, or close to guarantee, I guess I should say. Anyway, guys, I hope all of you are healthy and doing well, enjoying your company, whoever you're sheltering in place with or social distancing with, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay healthy. And I'm taking next week off because I have a free version of this software, and I'm only able to do 3 weeks out of 4. What I'm probably going to do is start to have more smaller webinars, just focusing on one specific product versus going throughout. We'll be doing one on annuities here very soon. It's not too late. If you still have money in the market, just, let me know. I'm more than happy to roll it over into an annuity to get you some protected income. All right. Well, thank you guys and have a great night.